Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of the Jake's Take with Jacob Elyachar Podcast. I'm your host, Jacob Elyachar, the chief content producer and writer of jakestake.com, a pop culture entertainment news website. If you're watching this video, please give us a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. If you are also in our audio edition, please give us a 5-star rating and please subscribe to the podcast. This is episode 225. Thank you so much to all of the guests and who have come onto this podcast, and to everyone and to all the publicists that I've worked with for trusting me and my brand for 225 episodes. And most importantly, thank you to all of the listeners and watchers. You mean a lot to me and your support means everything. For this special edition, I brought up one fantastic guest. She is the Artistic Director of Angel City Chorale. And when she started this program back in 1993 in Los Angeles, she started with 18 singers. And now 30 years later, they have over 180 members in their roster. And over 30 years, they have built community one song at a time. This June, on Saturday, June 10th and Sunday, June 11th, they'll be celebrating the 3 decades at the Royce Hall at UCLA in Los Angeles for their concert 30 Rocks. And also to me, more importantly, since I've been covering reality TV, they are one of the greatest music acts America's Got Talent has ever seen. So please help me welcome Sue Fink to the podcast.
Woo-hoo. And live stream. Don't forget the live stream, because lots of your friends out there will want to see us on the live stream.
Absolutely. So, Sue, I want to thank you for coming on the podcast. This is so special for this episode. I am very, very grateful to have you guys here. And guys,
we're grateful.
If you want, thank you.
Yeah.
So it has been fun. This is our first time meeting, everyone. So we are grateful So we've interviewed 5 years ago. And for jakestick.com, if you guys can go back. So how has Angel City Chorale grown as a group since the last time we corresponded?
Wow. Well, when we first got in contact with each other while we were on AGT, and that was such a explosive time for us. And following it, we had the golden buzzer and we did get to the semifinals. And then we got some really wonderful concert offers and things that came from being out there until coronavirus came along. So like even the 2 weeks before coronavirus, I'd gone to Houston, and we had done the International Twitter Conference. And then the following week, we had a gig in Las Vegas. And then boom, we were shut down. It was like a week later, everything just shut down. So we were like, oh, what are we going to do now? We thought, well, maybe we'd pull off our spring concert at least, but we couldn't even do that. So I said, we are not giving up the ship. So we went and did virtual concerts. And we had a tremendous response to our virtual concerts. And that meant every single member recording their parts by themselves at home. And then orchestrating all that, putting it together, doing all the editing, and us all learning new skills. And we ended up with, a huge audience watching our virtual shows. But you probably all remember that, where you go, what are you doing Saturday night? Nothing. I guess I'll watch something on YouTube, or a great podcast by Jake or something like that. But so we did survive by doing those concerts. And now that we're coming out of it, about a year ago, we started doing live concerts again. And what was really great was we had been doing, before AGT, we'd been doing our concerts in churches and stuff like that. And this gave us the opportunity to move into a real hall. So UCLA's Royce Hall is a state-of-the-art, really high-end hall for Los Angeles, and certainly holds a lot of people. So we were able to return to live performances in this wonderful venue. And I went to school at UCLA, so that was cool too.
That's a incredible full circle moment.
Yeah, coming back to that. And we're starting to do, as the world is waking up, we're starting to do more things again, and we'll see where it all takes us this summer. I'm taking the whole group. We're going on tour to Italy, taking 128 people to Italy on tour. And that'll be an adventure.
I gotta say, I think Italy will fall in love with Angel City Chorale.
Right. Well, we figured, if we didn't get the Las Vegas show with AGT, which I'm not sure would have been the perfect spot for a choir, but I think this Italy tour is really going to be cool.
And I gotta say, that's going to be an incredible experience for those in Italy, and especially for your team as well, and also for the choralers. And I want to give you guys a huge public shout out because I attended several of the live stream concerts, and you guys definitely soared our spirits.
Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, we really went all out on it. We went Hollywood for a choir. For a choir. Yeah.
And speaking of the event, so on Saturday, June 10th and Sunday, June 11th, and June 11th also has a live stream option, which I will be attending. Just let everyone know I'll be watching.
We know represented in Kansas.
Yes, I am. I am officially your number one fan in Kansas.
Woo!
Alrighty, so this is going to be an incredible concert to celebrate all 30 years for the choir. So the event will feature a majority of your biggest hits. So what are some of the songs that fans will be excited to see this choir perform again?
Well, probably our most famous song is our cover of Toto's Africa. That, on our own page, we've had over 22 million views, but worldwide, maybe more like 200 million views on that. So we have to do that because it's sort of like a medley of our hit. We've had a long association with composer Christopher Ten and his Baba Yetu. We've also had a few million hits on YouTube with that. And so we definitely have to do that. Then we're going to try to cover things that we did early in the group and then in the middle years of the group and things that we've done later. We're definitely going to do some of the songs that were popular on America's Got Talent, like This Is Me, and those songs that the audience resonated well with as the Baba Yetu. And then we also like to show our varieties. So we're going to be doing a little Jobim, and you don't hear choirs doing a lot of Jobim. One of the things about our choir is that we're not like a lot of choirs. We're, a little bit more, we do every style of music because we're every style of person in the group. So we're going to try to show our diversity of music. We're going to do the samba. We're going to do spiritual. We're going to do some jazz. We're going to do some classical, beautiful Ubi Caritas, where love and charity is their God is, beautiful piece. And we're going to be doing. So we toured Africa, so we're going to honor our South Africa tour by doing some South African stuff, and that's really, has great energy in it. And we have several R&B soloists, so of course we have to do a little bit of R&B gospel. So it'll be quite the range of pieces.
I'm looking forward to them seeing all these pieces because I'm a newcomer, thanks to AGT coming for you guys, because AGT was the first time that I experienced you guys and fell in love with you in the first time. And I was wondering, I would love to hear, like I was just before we got onto this conversation, I got to talk, I love The Risings, one of my all-time favorite. Your version was so moving, and then also When You Believe made me weep because it was so beautiful. I know you. If it's not too late, I would love. It would be an honor to hear those two wonderful songs again.
Oh wow! Yeah. You saw When You Believe on YouTube? Is that where you saw it?
Yes,
Yeah.
I saw that. That was so moving.
Yeah, and I think we'll be doing that at our holiday concert again. So that'll come up for that.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So let's talk about it. I cannot believe it's been 5 years
I know,
since you guys made your AGT debut.
Yeah.
And the show has had 2 champion seasons and an all-star season. And many show fans have wondered why the choir has not returned to compete once again for those special seasons. If
they asked us, we would jump on it, of course. The part of the problem is that our group is so large, and it was difficult for them to set up for us, especially in a live show. And you're getting 140, 150, 160 people on the stage. It was, for them logistically, was pretty much a nightmare. And I'll let you in on a little secret. When we did the semifinals, because when they went live, they set us up at the beginning and then placed us in the show. It was still live, but they put us on first and then placed us in the show when it was sent out to the audience across the world. Because just getting us on stage and getting the riser set up for that many people and the camera positions right for that made it difficult. So it wasn't easy for them to have. I understand that we're the largest group that has ever been on AGT.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that insight. And I know producers, if you're listening to this or watching this, please consider if you're doing All-Stars 2, please consider Angel City Chorale, because you guys set the standard for every choir that competed after you. And
well, we should have. But there's been some really fun groups on, great groups.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the last questions I want to ask you about is why should my audience watch the live stream or attend concerts in person if they are in the Los Angeles area?
Angel City is, and I hope maybe this is the reason you besides the music being wonderful and besides the choir sounding good and the quality of it, I just think we do something that 99% of the groups in the world don't do, and especially whether they're performers or choirs or what. It's what I always say is, I guarantee when you leave, you'll be happier than when you came, because the joy that, it's the most joy you can have without being in a cult, really. And that feeling of all these different kinds of people coming together and creating this. When you watch our videos on YouTube or wherever you see them, the people write us over and over again that it's like what we want to see in the world right now. There's too much hate. There's too much divisiveness. And when you see us, you see rich, poor, black, white, gay, straight, Jewish, Christian, Muslim, everybody all together and working together. Because I believe that when people join together on creating something special or beautiful, then all those other things that divide us go away, because we're all united, creating that sense of community. So when people come to the concerts, they feel that feeling that they're not just watching something, they're part of something, that this is how we want to see our world. And so not only are you completely entertained, but you feel uplifted. And there's so few things that, people can perform at you, but not bring your heart into something like this is. And I really think that people get that sense when they see us. And, as we've grown and matured, our concerts have gotten more flashy, with all the choreography, which is really fun. And we have projections and lights, and it gets pretty fun.
And that's the reason why a lot of people fall in love with this group, is because you guys bring your powerful community, has given so much hope in this world, And you give us so much light and so much hope and so much emotion, so much music to reflect to dance to laugh to cry to have you guys provide the entire emotional spectrum.
I'm in. I like that. And it's so great because you got it, you know. And I think many people get it, but you not only got it, but you helped us spread it. And that we're so grateful for that.
And I'm so grateful for that for you guys as well. Of all the choirs that I've heard, you guys, hold special, dear place in my heart.
Well, let's stay connected and we'll keep on bridging.
Absolutely, absolutely. So final question I have is for people directly into the Los Angeles and Southern California area, for not just for people who are interested in joining Angel City Chorale, but also the Angel City Youth Chorale as well.
That's right.
What advice would you have what would you like to give to them if they're thinking about joining your group?
Well, the first thing they want to do is go to our website, which is www.angelcitychorale.org. CHORALE. So many people want to spell chorale like the OK Chorale, but it's CHORALE. And .org. And we have a wonderful kids choir, and we have our raging adult choir.
Awesome.
And they can also get their tickets on our website, angelcitychorale.org. And they'll connect you to the UCLA ticket office, and you can also sign up for the live stream there as well. Donate all your money. If you can just empty your wallets into your computer. Yeah, that would be good.
Absolutely. And I have done that as well. I have made sure to give you just the public, let everyone know publicly. I have also given back, not just buying singles, but also donating to your choir. And there's one of the only few performing arts related charities I support. So I'm honored to support you guys financially as well.
That's awesome. And when you come to LA, we're going to get together in person. Although you're I can almost feel you there.
almost, Sue. So yeah. The final question I have is, thank you so much, is where can they find you guys on social media?
Well, we are on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and of course our website, angelcitychorale.org. And you can get us on TikTok at Angel City Sings. Angel City Sings. And we're also on, you can listen on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music. You can download us on your, wherever downloadables are possible. And you can also reach our releases through our website as well. In terms of joining the choir, we have auditions twice a year. Our next ones will be in August. And we do twice a year, August and January are our auditions. So lots of possibilities here.
Absolutely. And thank you so much, Sue. And guys, if you missed an episode of the Jake's Take with Jacob Elyachar podcast, visit our channels on Apple Podcasts, Deezer, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Podcast Addict, Spotify, and Spreaker. It's Jake's Take with Jacob Elyachar, JACOBELYACHAR. Now, are you on social media? Because I'm on social media too. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, Jacob Elyachar, JACOBELYACHAR. And guys, to read our first conversation, visit jakes-chick.com. Once again, jakes-chick.com. You'll find my reviews on the album, on some of their on Angel City Chorale's albums, and also a lot of, not just with them, but also past AGT and Canada's Got Talent contestants as well. So
and everybody needs to like and subscribe and comment for both of us. Thank you so much, Sue. And thank you so much for spending my 225th episode of my podcast with me. I really appreciate it. And may everybody take what Jake takes. Amen to that. And I want to say to everyone who's watching right now, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for your continuous support. Until next time,
Have a great one, everybody. Goodbye.